If the question is, should we engage in casual sex? That idealistic doctor in me says no, it doesn't benefit us. It's not good for our brains. And then our brains are now controlling the actions that we're taking when it comes to our sexual encounters. We are no longer in charge of this, right? And that's why we have addicts, sex addicts, drug addicts, addicts in every aspect of life. But I'm also a realist. I'm a person. I know how this society works. And I know that people are going to continue to engage in casual sex. And so I just want you to be informed about the decisions that you're making and how it impacts your brain, and therefore how it impacts your life. So if you do decide to engage in casual sex, here are a couple of tips that I have for you. The first one is you need to have open and honest conversation, not just with your partner, but with yourself. You need to know what it is that you want for your life in this moment, but you also have to think beyond this moment. You've got to think about your future. If you know that you want to be a husband and you want to be bonded to your wife, well, then it's probably not a good idea to engage in a lot of casual sex or in any casual sex. If you are a woman who knows that you want to be married down the line and have that bond with your husband, then it's probably not a good idea to do so. But you have to be open and honest with yourself about what it is that you want today, what it is that you want tomorrow, and what it is that you want a few years from now. The other thing that you need to consider is STDs. Look, in the last few years, as we've been sort of in this pandemic, I've been telling people, well, not only do you have to worry about STDs at this point, you got to worry about getting COVID from somebody, right? But with regards to STDs, there were STDs that we thought would have been eradicated at this point, like syphilis, that have come back. Syphilis has long-term consequences. It actually has long-term consequences in your brain and nervous system. We call that neurosyphilis. It could lead to things like dementia. It could lead to disorders in your thinking and in your personality and in your memory. Syphilis can cause nerve damage throughout your body. When I was in med school, I don't know, 15, 16, almost 20 years ago, man, we read about syphilis in the textbooks, but never expected to see it in real life. And now we see it in life. And syphilis is not the only STD out there. There are plenty of others, right? Herpes is a common one. I got called a couple of years ago because a patient who had genital herpes also had all these lesions all over her eyes. Turned out that she had ocular herpes. The herpes was affecting her vision. So we've got to be really mindful of the decisions that we make because they have consequences.